I dreamt tonight that I did feast with Caesar, and things unluckily charged my fantasy. I have no will to wander forth of doors, yet something leads me forth.
What is your name?
Whither are you going?
Where do you dwell?
Are you a married man or a bachelor?
Answer everyone directly.
Aye, and briefly.
Aye, and wisely.
Aye, and truly. You were best.
What is my name? Whither am I going? Where do I dwell? Am I a married man or a bachelor? Then to answer every man directly and briefly, wisely and truly. Wisely, I say, I am a bachelor.
That's as much to say. They are fools that marry. You'll bear me a bang for that, I fear. Proceed directly.
Directly, I am going to Caesar's funeral.
As a friend or an enemy?
As a friend.
That matters. Answered directly.
For your dwelling, briefly.
Briefly, I dwell by the Capitol.
Your name, sir, truly.
Truly, my name is Cinna.
Tear him to pieces. He's a conspirator.
I am Cinna the poet. Cinna the poet.
Tear him for his bad verses! Tear him for his bad verses!
Yeah!
I am not Cinna the conspirator.
So basically what happened is after Antony, Julius's friend, told the people of Rome that they should mourn Caesar rather than following Brutus's and Cassius's opinions that he was a dictator that needed to die, the plebeians took to the streets to riot. Cinna, a very relaxed poet, was on his way to Caesar's funeral when he was questioned by these angry plebeians. He answered all of their questions truthfully. They believed him to be Cinna the conspirator against Caesar, and he reassured them he was not, but they killed him anyway for his bad verses. Shakespeare used the literary device stichomythia to build suspense. The angry plebeians chimed in one after the other, formed a dramatic dialogue that led to the unfortunate death of Cinna the poet. Without stichomythia in this scene, the reader would not be led to feel like something bad was going to happen. Another important idea to keep in mind during this scene is the actions of the mob. These individuals happily followed Caesar during his rule, then sided against him when they were told they should, and then went back to being on his side again when Antony told them to. We can still see this type of behavior today. Have you ever found yourself more inclined to do something because the group of people you were with were doing it? Shakespeare was trying to convey a message about mob mentality, and how easily people can be swayed by the words of those in power, that they become unaware of the repercussions of their actions. A has to be the answer for number 1 because B is an alliteration, while C is totally accurate but not quite the answer, and D is the stylistic device of anaphoria, and E is an understatement. D is the answer to question number 2 because it is the only example of dialogue between characters. B B has to be the answer to number 3 because Shakespeare was not trying to create comedy in the scene, nor was he trying to necessarily move the story forward, although he was trying to make us think about the actions of the mob. Also, I don't think they ate corn dogs back then, and he is certainly not lazy.